Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm gonna be showing you guys my normal everyday makeup and hair when I am not really looking to glam up, or obviously when I'm going to work and stuff. So yeah, so I'm basically just gonna walk you guys through that, so keep on watching. All right, to get started, the first thing we want to do is go in with the Nivea Men Sensitive Post Shave Balm. This is actually used as a great primer, so we kind of just use this to prime the face. See you. And then of course, and it's refreshing. It's actually really weirdly refreshing, but of course, let's just rub that in there using my ring finger. Okay, so now that that is in, now that we've got our face primed and ready, I'm gonna go in with foundation, and my foundation that I'll be using is gonna be the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. I'm in the shade 125, and this foundation I recently just started using it about, I want to say I've been using it for about a month or so now, and out of all the foundations that I've ever used, honestly, so far this is my favorite, because my skin, first of all, my skin used to be very problematic. It used to have a lot more acne, and this is actually very buildable. It's very nice. You put it on, if you do just one layer, it's actually really beautiful. It kind of looks like it covers as much as it needs to cover, and it looks very natural. If you need more coverage, you can actually go ahead and apply like a second coat of it. And honestly, me with about one coat and then just kind of going over it again in the areas that I feel like I need more coverage, and it actually does have a very beautiful finish. So I highly recommend the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. So let's go in with that. Basically, just put a couple of pumps on the back of your hand. I use the Real Technique sponge to kind of go ahead and pat that in. But before I do that, I like to kind of just go over it with one of my Morphe brushes and just kind of spread it around the skin, just because for me, but I feel like if I spread it around the skin like this, I get red in more areas, unlike whenever I do it with the sponge. And now we're gonna go in with the Real Techniques, why can't I say that? The Real Techniques brush, and we're just gonna pat it. Now, the key to having beautiful, flawless skin is to pat your foundation in. Do not smear it or rub it, just pat it in. Sorry, it's so loud. I do that, and it reminds me of like Patrick Star, like beating up the face. That's funny. Awkward. Okay, let's see. And then I like to bring it down to the neck. Some people don't like bringing the foundation itself down to the neck. They like to bring like more of like the powders and stuff. All right, now that we've got the foundation on, time to move on to concealer. We're gonna conceal those terrible dark eye circles. Now we're gonna go in with my favorite concealer. It's gonna be the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, and I am in the shade Medium Light. So let's go ahead and do that. And then of course you wanna go right under that eye right here, and we're gonna go right down the nose, kind of in a triangular shape, sort of, in a way. And then again on the other side. I'm gonna do that. And then right across the nose right here, just because some people tend to get red around the nose. Then of course right here above the lip and the cupid's bow. And then right down the bridge of the nose. And then just a little bit right there, just to kind of highlight the tip of the forehead. Bing. All right, now like I said, this is more of my everyday look, so this does seem like a lot of concealer to some people. Personally, I like my concealer, I like to kind of brighten up a lot. And once you've got that blended in, and I'm gonna go in with the same Real Technique sponge, I'm gonna stop saying that. It does blend it out nicely, but some people may think it's a little bit much. So, I mean, personal preference in that case as well. If you want a little bit more, then good. If not, then you can always tone it down a little bit if it's gonna be your everyday look. All right, and we're just gonna blend that out. Now, I love this sponge because I love this, you know, flat side right there, because I can turn it and I can kind of get into the corner of my eye like that. Here we go. Right under the eyes, that's good. Make sure the corner of your nose is blended out. When I first started doing makeup, that was my biggest thing. I would put makeup all over the face and I would notice that the corners of my noses right here was never blended out right. It was just either I would miss it or it was like mess. All right, let's make sure you blend out that nose. Go up to the forehead. It's kind of, there we go. Of course, let's go down with a little bit of concealer. Just a tiny bit. Let's kind of just highlight that chin a little. Just a little bit. And just kind of spread it. Just to kind of give you lighting. And you want to make sure you set it. And for today, I'm actually just going to go in with my, oop, dropped it. I'm going to go in with my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm actually just going to use, right here, we're going to use this little banana color, which is in the shade Lyric. I'm actually going to use that, and I'm going to use a little bit of the shade Levitation as well. I'm going to kind of mix those in, and I'm going to just kind of pat them into my under eye. And then I'm going in with the Morphe 334, just to kind of blend it in. So I'm going to go in, just kind of set that. That's gross. Set this right here in the center because be to start contouring, just because that's not my contour brush. All right, so I'm gonna go in with the same Shade and Light palette from Kat Von D, and then I'm gonna go in with this Morphe brush right here, and then you're just gonna go in through the hollows of your cheekbones. And then I do particularly love this Morphe brush contouring just because it gives you that like nice, not sculpted look. It just gives you like a bronzy, just a nice shape to the face, but it's not like a sculpted, you know, for your everyday look. You don't want to have like a, you know, kind of thing. You just want to, you know, have a nice little natural look going to you. I'm kind of just gonna grab the highlight colors and then the shades. I'm just gonna kind of go under it and pat them in right under my contour. And so it kind of gives it the dimension that you want to give. Okay, we're gonna let that sit for just a minute. All right, and now we're gonna go in and contour the nose. I have a pretty wide nose, and I like to make sure that I can just give it as much dimension as I can give it. So I agree that my contour comes out pretty dark at first. Just have to really work into blending it out. Boop, boop. All right. for contour, I am, sorry about that, I am actually going in with these two shades right here. I'm going in with Shadow Play and Subconscious. I don't typically ever touch Sombre, if I'm saying that correct. I don't typically touch Sombre right here, just because it's too dark of a shade for me. And then, of course, don't forget to just kind of bring it down to your chin, just to kind of give it that look. So I've got the Morphe N495 brush, and I've actually been using it just to kind of buff out my contour and my highlight and everything together. So we're gonna go in with that. And I like it because it just buffs it all out, and it just buffs it all in evenly. Like without it giving you like that sharp, like sculpted look. Which, I mean, nothing bad towards that sharp sculpted look. Obviously not beautiful. But obviously for certain looks, you don't want it to be like super sculpted. Now that we've got all of that blended out, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go into my eyebrows and eyes, and then I'll finish off my face with like the blush and then the highlighter and everything. So let's go in to my brows first. So I'm gonna go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is gonna be the brow definer, and I'm gonna go in with the shade Chocolate. We're gonna brush our eyebrows real quick, so we're gonna run it through first, go up, and then to the side. Like I said in my previous video, because of the nail salon woman, I recently just started having to use the brow definer, and I've never actually used a brow pencil. I used to just use more of like just brow powders, just because it was what I was most comfortable with. So when it comes to my brows now, I go a bit slower, just because I knew exactly how I liked having them before. Alright, now for brows, I wasn't too happy with them, so we're actually going to go in with, back in with the concealer, and I'm going to grab my MAC 242, just looks like this. I'm just going to go ahead and zip it, and I'm just going to kind of go over and clean the bottom of the brow. And trust me, when you do this, it makes a world of a difference. Remember to always go in with a concealer, just so you can. I feel like nowadays with all these brow trends, like that's the first thing people look at. It's like the first thing people kind of like judge with your makeup. It's like how good do your brows actually look. It's like, now that my brows are done and they're good, I'm gonna go in with my eyeshadow. First, I'm gonna go in with the Morphe M350 palette, and it looks like this. Let's do this. So we're gonna go in with this beautiful gold shimmery tone right there. And Now I do want to go in with this beautiful bronzy gold tone color right here. It's right here. We're kind of use that like on the crease. We're just gonna blend that out very, very well. You know, it's okay. Now we're gonna go in with a smaller brush just real quick. And it's kind of just to apply a deeper tone, just kind of like towards the corners coming in. Now that we've got that in there, now we're just gonna go in and we're actually gonna blend everything out as much as we can. Eyebrow bone, the brow bone. So we're just gonna go right here. Just gonna. Alright, and we're gonna go ahead with that same little brush. I'm just gonna grab the lighter colors, and the colors that I use for my brow bone were just a mixture of these two right here, just this little shimmer, and this one right here. Sorry, the light. And then we're gonna go in with this is a very matte white color, and we're just gonna kind of tap it into all three, just to give it a very pretty shimmered color. We're gonna just a little shine to it, just like bing. And then of course, you're gonna grab a angled brush. This is gonna be the Morphe N165, and I'm gonna go in with that little bronzy color that we used before. We're just gonna kind of go under where your lower lash line. I forget my words. It's okay. So now that we've got the eyes, like the eyeshadow done, alright, we're gonna go in with mascara. So first, we're gonna go in and we're gonna curl our lashes. So just 2, 4. And then I'm gonna go in now with my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. This is my holy grail favorite mascara. My biggest thing is mascaras. I'm so picky when it comes to mascaras because I don't know, but I'm so picky when it comes to mascara. Like some people they can just pick up a mascara and be like, wow, this is pretty good, like I'm just gonna keep it. Like no, I'm so picky. So like for me to say that the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara is my holy grail, like that means a lot. And I'm very, very excited because they just came out with the waterproof version of it. So I'm so excited to get my hands on that one because, I mean, what girl doesn't need a good waterproof mascara in their life? So we're gonna go in with mascara. Do the top. It's the beauty of makeup. Everything that has to do with makeup is all preference. Like you don't have to do your makeup the same way that the next person has it. You do your makeup the way that you prefer to apply it. As long as you apply it, then you're good. And just kind of play along with it until you've got your desired volume. Now we're gonna go in with blush, and for today we're gonna be using the Becca Songbird, and then smile. That's probably too much. And then we're gonna go. And we're gonna use Becca and Jaclyn Hill's Champagne Pop. A beautiful champagne pop. It's broken, thanks to my loving cats. Okay, and we're just gonna apply it on her cheekbone, right here, right above the little cheekbone, right there. Really should buy anyone. Alrighty. And then of course you're gonna come right to the tip of the nose. Just kind of highlight that right there. You're gonna want to highlight a little bit of your chin. And then of course your Cupid's bow. We're gonna go in with MAC's Whirl lip liner. And we're gonna go ahead and use the Kat Von D Lollita2. Alright you guys, and this here is the final look. Just went ahead and I double dutched my hair. This here is just basically my just any day look. But yeah, so this is the final look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this look. If you guys have any questions for me, any suggestions, please leave them down in the comments below, or any suggestions for what you guys want to see next, please let me know. I would definitely, starting off just now and just starting off brand new, I definitely could use all the ideas I could get. So please, please, please feel free to leave me any questions, concerns, comments, anything whatsoever. Feel free to leave them down in the comments below. Thanks again for watching. Please subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.